Hello, Sarah. Obviously, Chelsea's put me in, yourself in touch with me. So this is a reading that I've come up with. There's quite a few cards here for sort of something that was, in theory, supposed to be basic. You've got like double the amount, but obviously if they come out, then this is the message for you. The center of the cards is, I'll go through the cards first and foremost. So they kind of came out in clumps really. So we have the Hierophant, the King of Wands, the Five of Cups, Strength, the Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Now I've pulled them from two decks. One, that was the traditional deck, then I've pulled them from the Light Seers deck, which gives a slightly different interpretation. So here we again have the Hierophant, King of Wands, the Five of Cups, Strength, Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So the overall energy is one of growth and moving forward, but the central card was the Hangman. Now this is your need to change your perspective of where you are, what you're doing, and how these kind of things. The Hanged Man is not someone that's being hanged. It is someone that is put themselves into a position where they're having to think outside, because you've got this sun around this person's head. Okay, these are ideas, thoughts and inspiration. The red in the colour is passion, so it is a creative passion, it is a creative idea. Okay, so you need to view things differently. There's deep insight, great insight following on from, and again you can see that sun in this interpretation here. This is a slightly less harsh interpretation where this person is just basically just hanging out really. So it's a pause, surrendering and letting go. You may be feeling overwhelmed by circumstances and you can't see the way forward, but there's no point straining against current obstacles because it's not going to get you anywhere. So even though strength is next to it, by being strong and overly powerful, you're not going to come out on top. You need to relax and reset that mind, and this is where the Eight of Swords comes in. This is a very good depiction of that. You are basically surrounded. You're not surrounded by swords. There's a gap in front of you and a gap behind. You're studying water. Water are emotions. This lady's wearing red. Another emotional. There's castles in the background. So this is always good. But these bonds in this blindfold, they're loosely put on. Okay, so it's like a self-imposed restriction here. Okay, you've not been tied up, you've been allowed to be bound loosely. Okay, and again, this really comes out in this picture here. So you've got this person sitting on the outside looking at their reflection in the mirror, that they're not bound too tightly, other things are binding them. Okay, so that's another great depiction of that card as well. And with strength, the strength is within. So this isn't somebody on the outside looking in, this is the strength within. So you are part lioness yourself. So that strength, you've got the ability to have this gentleness about you as well, and you've got your heart necklace on here as well in that depiction. So that is, but you're also, when you're scraping away hair, you're revealing your face, you're showing the world who you are. That infinity symbol is there as well on that lady's arm. Okay, as it is above this person's head here, above that laurel crown. That's a crown of victory she's wearing. She will come out victorious, but by revealing yourself, your inner self, to people and everyone else there. but it often this card appears when we're facing challenges that seem insurmountable, and reassuring that we do have what it takes to come against these, to come out on top by removing these self-imposed restrictions. Okay, so the going back. Okay, just pause that because we've got a neighbour that decides to grind and rebuild his knackered old trailer next door. So I've just closed the window. But that conveniently paused at 5 minutes 26. There are now angel numbers here. That's have faith in your new methods and approaches are improving your life, including your finances, health and relationships. So just bear that in mind. That's something a little bit different out there, but that's going to be relevant to your reading as well. So if we go through to the start off with the Hierophant, which is at the beginning. So this card carries the energies of change and expansion, which are balanced with tradition and conformity, but is the brink of new growth. And it could be spiritual growth, or it just could be growth within yourself, the next evolution of your life. And again, with the Light Seers deck, we see that inspiration up here, this divine spark. This person's laughing. He's well happy. Okay. But those stairs are a two-way process. So it's you giving and taking as well. So the new ideas are coming in because you're being put into a place of a different perspective where you have to look at things in a different way. So all these like markings on the floor, you would look at them in a different way than if you were upright looking down. So it does lend itself to a different perspective, and with that comes in the King of Wands here. So this person's wands are all about passion, ideas, growth going forward. This wand, although not planted, is still fertile. It's growing ideas. This person's this king is wearing a lot of red. Red is passion. He's not wearing any armor, so he's completely unprotected, but he doesn't need protection because he knows what he's talking about here. So this person's a natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, overcoming challenges and energy and satisfaction with progress and accomplishments. And this person's in the card spread is looking at the Hierophant. Now again, you may be with these perspectives here, especially with this blindfold and loosely bound, that you're currently in this blindfolded energy. With the Five of Cups here, you're focusing on the 3 spilt cups. You're not seeing the 2 cups behind you, that there's a bridge towards this castle here, because you're looking at the ground, hence why you're being asked to change your perspective and lend on that strength to come through. Okay, so by changing this perspective and altering this mindset, again with the King of Wands here, again the line in the background. So this person, there could be somebody coming in that's got this wisdom, knowledge and passion, again with this red and the wand, that could be coming in for you. If you're the lioness in the background, this King of Wands is coming in to help you move forward and help change a perspective. Because again, we've got these spilt cups and you're focusing on the lost rather than this full cup of love, inspiration, divinity that's behind you. It's literally just behind you. All you need to do is turn around, change that perspective, because the night sky, if you see in the background there, there's a path. It's a pathway there. Get my finger out of the way. But there's a pathway going up. Now that could be the path that you're supposed to be on, but you're not looking at the path because it's behind you. So with that, by changing your perspective, changing your outlook on life and bringing forward your altered mental state, we have this 7 of Pentacles. Now this person's, again, all in red. He's tending his garden here and it's becoming fruitful. Pentacles are generally money, but it could be also career as well. But it's a labour of love. This person's wearing the red, so that the passion's there again. The ground is fertile. He's growing, or this person is growing stuff, and it is coming out for you. And again, this depiction here, roots planted down here are bearing fruit. There's not a lot there to begin with, but it will come in, and it will come in a lot. But you have to have trust and faith that that will come through for you. But you do have to change your mindset and release those bonds and change your perspective on that to allow this new growth to happen. Then that leads us to the final card, which is the Chariot. The Chariot is you moving forward. You're driving this chariot, and this chariot is being led by two creatures, but you're leaving everything behind you. You are changing, and it is coming out for you. You've got these 4 pillars, so they could be 4 wands. That's a celebration, but you're moving forward. You've got the angel wings there. You're wearing a laurel, so it's divinely orchestrated. You've got this laurel of victory around you as well. And again, this chariot in this depiction, you're driving a chariot. Just be careful not to let it run away from you. With a lot of passion, there's a lot of swords around, but you need to just be a little bit careful not to let this run away from you too much. You're still in control. You're massively in control, but just be a little bit careful that it doesn't go too far. And we're going to have made some notes of this because it's you're setting on the road to self-mastery, leaving the past behind. Okay, so new pastures, new growth. But again, we're changing and altering that mindset, revealing our inner strength, possibly leaning on or getting advice from other people that can help you with this. And again, relax, have a little bit of fun, and it should all go forward for you. So I hope that makes sense for you. I get the overall feeling that this is quite mixed. So I mean, we have one sword card, which is generally creativity, thoughts, ideas. But for me, swords of pentacles generally refer to career and jobs, money. But we also have wands and cups, which are generally relationships, passion, love, interest, or it could be friendship. So it could be a little bit of everything, really. So it depends on how it resonates for you. If you feel that this is more towards a love interest or a personal friendship, then that's what it is for you. Or it could be a little bit more career orientated, or it may be that it will lead to a career. So I hope that makes sense for you. I'll get that sent off, and I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are on it. Bye-bye for now.